We are going to be talking in this video about how to figure out if an equation or inequality has one solution or no solutions, or the other option would be many solutions. So this is what I do. So let's read the problem together. Circle any equations or inequalities that have only one solution. The typo, it should be solution. Then underline any equations or inequalities that have no solutions. So to help me remember what I will be doing for each one, I'm going to go like this. So I'm circling equations that have one solution. So I will circle this to remind myself I'm going to circle those. Then underline no solutions. So I will underline that to remind myself. Now let's go through and figure out how many solutions there are. How many numbers could the variable be? For this first one, I'm going to think, what possible numbers could x be? Let's try 7. Let's see if that works. So instead of x, I will write a 7. Well, this side equals 50, this side 52. It's the same. So I know for sure it's at least one solution. Let's see if any others will work. Let's try, 4. So instead of an x, I will write 4. 4 plus 43 equals 43 plus 4. This side gets me 47. This side gets me 47 too. So it's more than one solution. So if it's not one solution and it's not no solutions, I'm just going to leave it how it is. I'm not going to touch it. Now let's try this one. Y is greater than 13. So I'm going to think about what numbers could y be. What numbers are bigger than 13? Well, 14's bigger than 13. 15's bigger than 13, 16, so many. So it's not none for sure, and it's not 1 either. So I'm going to leave it blank. Let's look at the next one. H minus 7 equals 7 plus h. Let's try an example. How about 10? So instead of h, I will write a 10. This side gets me 3, this one 17. That didn't work. Let me think about what this problem is telling me. It's telling me if I subtract 7 from a number, that's the same as adding 7. Are adding and subtracting the same thing? No, that doesn't make sense. So it wouldn't make sense to get the same number if I subtracted 7 and added 7. That doesn't make sense. For those of you who might be wondering, but Miss, 0 would work. Let's try 0. So here I have 0 minus 7. So I'm starting at 0 and taking away 7. That means I'm left with negative 7 here. This side is 7. Those aren't equal either. So this one here has no solutions. So no solutions, I'm underlining. So I will underline this one. Now on to the next one. G times 1/3 equals G divided by 1/3. Let's think about what this problem is telling us. It's telling me if I multiply, that's going to get me the same answer as if I divide. Let's take a second and look at another example if I were to use a similar pattern. So here, just like above, I have the same, and I have multiply and divide, multiply and divide. So this side, 6 times 2, that would equal 12. The other side, 6 divided by 2, 3. Those aren't the same. That makes no sense. If you multiply by 2, that's not the same as dividing by 2. The same goes with fractions and variables. It doesn't matter. If I multiply by a number, that is not the same as dividing by a number. So this would have no solutions. There's never a number that g can be that this will be equal. Now the next one. The absolute value of n is less than 0. So I need to think to myself, when I take the absolute value, what will my number answer always be? For example, if I find the absolute value of -3, that would be 3. If I find the absolute value of +3, the answer is 3. So no matter what is inside the absolute value, my answer is always, 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 always positive. So if I always get a positive answer, no matter what this is, it's always going to be positive. So even if I don't know, I know it's going to be positive. So is there any chance for it to be less than 0? No, that does not make sense because it has to be positive. So if there are no solutions, we underline. Now the last equation, m plus 5 equals 8.5. You've been doing problems like this for a while now, so you could figure out that m equals 3.5, and there's no other number that m could be. So there's one solution, so we circle it. And that is how we do problems like this. So hopefully you feel a little bit more comfortable with figuring out how many solutions these equations and inequalities have.